Hey Lynn, what's the biggest lesson for this year?
Biggest lesson for this year? All right, let me share with you guys. 2020 has ended, and on reflection, I want to share what was the biggest lesson for the year. The biggest lesson for the year is you've got to be prepared. What I mean is opportunity comes when preparation meets opportunity. Luck happens when preparation meets opportunity. And so what I mean by that is I just realized that all these years that I've been working remotely online and purely working from home, we were ready for when the whole pandemic hit. So when the pandemic hit, everyone was started to working online, and it actually gave us this opportunity to take advantage of our knowledge and our experience with remote working. So we had more people coming in, wanting to hire virtual assistants. We had more people coming in wanting to know how to work remotely, what are the tools. And so I just realized that the biggest lesson for us is that by sticking to our core value that home-based has always been a flexible work environment, that it's simple for the lifestyle, that it's perfect for the way we live, it just came in perfect timing for this year. So my biggest lesson would be, I feel like I'm lucky this year, but that's because preparation meets opportunity. So how do you set yourself for success? How do you not always chase the fad, the what's upcoming, but really sticking to your core value or the way you always believed the world should be, which is working from home. And then the right moment like this will come. Now it's not a fad anymore. Now working from home is not a fad. It's not this kind of crazy thing anymore. I always knew that it was a way of life. So that is my biggest lesson.
Hey Lynn, what's the biggest lessons you've learnt from books this year?
Books, oh my God. This is a year where I read a lot actually. This was the first time I ever bought a Kindle this year. And one of the books that I read on the Kindle was Never Lose a Customer Again. Now that was the biggest lesson I learned from a book. This is a book where it really explains to you the customer experience. It's about, okay, the hard part is already getting the clients, but the waste part is losing your clients. And I realized over the years, scaling my business meant that I kind of lost touch with a lot of my clients, or the process wasn't smooth anymore. There were so many people involved in the process of onboarding the client or touching base with the client that it became overwhelming. And so early in the year when I read the book, it gave me a structure of stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, before they become a client, when they become a client, what happens, who's talking to them, what information are they receiving, how could they have a better experience so they remember you, they know that you care about them, and it was a life changer. So I highly recommend the book Never Lose a Customer Again, because it's going to give you the exact framework that you can nut all out, and then you're going to create such a great customer experience that customers won't leave.
What card are you looking at?
Okay, let me share with you another lesson I learned this year. It's about send out cards. So a friend of mine, a friend of a friend, sent me this beautiful card of myself and my family. She got the photo from a friend and she sent it to me, and I was so amazed. I really thought, oh my God, like being able to send something so personal to a client, to a lead, or to someone that you care about, even your family, it's such a beautiful touch. I've always been a fan of really creating real connection and genuine connection. So over the years, I've handwritten notes, or I've handwritten cards, and I really put that effort in, but then I had to go to the post office, post it out. It was kind of not an easy process. So it was a no-brainer when I received this card, and to learn that it is a very simple business model where you order the cards online, it's a fixed fee every month, and you can send the cards anywhere around the world. So I guess the lesson for me is just finding out about a service like this where you can actually, send out thoughtful cards, personal cards of your clients, and show them your appreciation, because at the end of the day, it's not all about money. It's not all about the biggest gift. It's about how do you make them feel special. So for example, when I went on a trip with a client who took me on a helicopter ride, I went home and straight away sent him a card. Or when I had a client that was pregnant, and I sent her a card to say, hey, I had a great time having lunch with you. I can't wait to meet your baby. But it's because the ease of the service, allowing me to just upload a photo, sending it, that I'm able to just send more cards. But if you have to buy a bunch of cards and then handwrite and then go to the post office, you just tend to not act on your prompt. So that's what I love about Send Out Cards. The owner decided to build a business so that you can act on your prompt. So this year is about acting more on my prompt. And the other things that I act on my prompt apart from the Send Out Cards is just sending more testimonials on LinkedIn without being asked. You know, it's amazing to see the response of people like, oh my God, thank you so much for your testimonial. Like, I didn't ask for it. But it's in those little thoughtful things that I felt this year made it very meaningful. I scheduled a day, you know, in my month or sometimes weekly, every fortnight. It's always different, but I do designate a day where I just spend time giving love, giving thoughtful gestures, either online or a physical card.
What are you looking for, Lynn?
I'm just looking for my wallet. Oh, never mind. Actually, I want to share with you, because it's just prompted me to share with you about my next lesson, which is a book called Profit First. You know, talking about wallets, profit is very similar. Now, Profit First is a book that I wish I knew earlier. It's about how to allocate your money, right? You know, you've heard of personal money management where you should pay yourself first 10% or, you know, give 10% and just having different buckets, right? 10% for long-term saving, 10% for whatever else. So in the personal finance area, there's a lot of teaching around that. So I was able to kind of improve my finance personally by just allocating, you know, putting direct debit and paying different things in different buckets. But I never knew that about business. So this book explains to you the different buckets you'll need in your business. So that way you can pay your profit first. Because what happens as an entrepreneur is that whatever you make, you keep reinvesting back into the business, you hire more people, you do more, and you never really see the fruit of your labor. Whereas ever since I applied Profit First, I am seeing my profit bank account going up because I've already pre-allocated a percentage every single month. So the beauty of it is you start to, you know, improve your situation by putting a percentage that's suitable. You don't go all of a sudden putting 50% profit. No, you don't do that. You might go, I'm just gonna be really, you know, conservative and start putting 2% of profit away. I will put owner's compensation, which is what you pay yourself, you know, at this small percent. And then, you know, if you have a lot of expense right now, it will show you that you should actually cut down some of your expenses, and you work up your numbers, your percentage will start to go higher. The goal is that your profit percentage should go higher, your salary should go higher, you have allocation for the money for tax, for GST, all set in different bank accounts. And it's such a relief, it's such a peaceful feeling because every month you know that you have money allocated. But if you have all your money in one bucket, you just don't know which part makes up tax, which part makes up GST, which part makes up, I guess, emergency money that you might need. And so having all these money in the different buckets, there are just spare buffer money in those buckets that I know that I will be able to use at any time. So I really recommend it because I know businesses who have been in business for 20 years and they still struggle with cash flow. It's because they don't allocate in the different buckets. So highly recommend reading Profit First. Anyway, let me go and look for my wallet again. I just want to thank you guys so much for the award. Oh my God. I love you, God. I love Mum. I love you, Dad. I love you all.
What are you doing, Lynn?
I am trying to manifest my dream of winning the Oscar. Have you not heard Lynn Peretti, the actor? Anyways, on a serious note, this year, one of the biggest lessons was taking up acting. I can't believe how much acting actually can benefit you as an entrepreneur. So yes, I decided I wanted to be an actor because I wanted to, I don't know, maybe star in a movie. But I realized that if you learn acting, it's beyond taking, like, you know, as a business owner, you go to a public speaking class, or you might do Toastmasters, or you might just go out there and try to practice some speaking. Having an acting class was eye-opening for me. So you go into acting and there is no moment for you to be shy because you just get straight into acting certain roles. So everyone there was just, you know, I guess there's just no time for that because you're ready to just position yourself into an acting part. And as part of the foundation of acting, you also have to learn to loosen yourself up. So there's exercises that you have to do in acting class where they're like, or like, you know, acting silly, because as an actor, your body is an instrument. So to play this instrument, you need to relax your mind, you relax your body, relax your mouth. You even like play or do tongue exercises and mouth exercises to really loosen you up. And when you do it, you just lose all that anxiety or that shyness or that awkwardness as a presenter. At the end of the day, communication skills and public speaking or being on camera and being on show is so important for business success. And so I didn't realize that acting is actually quite good for entrepreneurs. And I don't think many entrepreneurs consider that, right? They consider trying to do some sort of online speaking courses or something like that, or speaking on stage. So the biggest lesson for me, and I recommend for you, is looking into taking acting class. Now, you might even realize you want to become an actor after you do it because it's so much fun. You get to be a child again. But the benefit that I can assure you that your confidence level will go up much higher than you taking any other class. So that is why after taking the acting class, I no longer feel that self-conscious. So you can see in this video, I'm playing with more, props and things because I realized I can be more creative. But in my previous videos, obviously I didn't have a helper. So right now I have my assistant, Gina. Thank you so much, Gina, for shooting this. With her here, I can actually do a bit more role play. But since I started doing acting, I definitely really wanted to be more creative and make more engaging content. But doing it yourself is a lot harder. But overall, I was ready. I was more confident. And so that would be, I think, my final lesson for this video. That those are my 5 lessons for 2020. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my video. I was being a bit more playful. Why not? It's Happy New Year's here, 2021. Why not do things different? I hope I've inspired you to play around with your content as well. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to Outsourcing Angel, please subscribe and press the bell button so that you get notification for when my video is up. Now, out of all of the tips I've shared today, love to hear in the comments below which one was your favorite. I think my favorite one is an acting career. Like, that is life-changing. And imagine if I become really good at acting and I do win the Oscar. Anyhow, speak to you soon. Have a great new year. Bye.